Hey guys, today I'll be comparing two of the most rarest stands in stand-up white. So I'm going to be comparing Star Platinum OVA, Oval Heaven, and the World OVA, Oval Heaven. So you have a 0.3% chance of getting the World OVA from a standard arrow / normal arrow, and you have a 0.05% chance of getting Star Platinum OVA from the normal arrow. And you can only get both of these stands from the normal arrow, so that makes it even more rare. Okay, so I'm going to be testing out this stand right here, the World Oval Heaven OVA, first, and then I'm going to be showing you guys Star Platinum OVA, Oval Heaven. So I do have the toughness ability on this one. I think it's called toughness, so it may be a little bit different. So I do not have none for this one, so I do apologize about that. But I'm still going to be trying to compare the moves of it. So I do want to give a huge shout out to XX Deku Gamer XX12 for allowing me to showcase these stands. And now with this, and also shout out to, I think his brother, Demon Pursuer. Okay, so now with that out of the way, let's get into the showcase. So we have block, of course. Then we have punch. You have normal punches. This one, you will do multiple punches and then you'll have a cooldown. After a while, it's like no cooldown, then it does have a cooldown after like 4 or 5 punches. And then you have strong punch, of course, heavy punch. And then you have E, which is a barrage, which does around like 14 damage a hit. And once again, remember, I do have the tough attribute on it. Okay, so that's all the powers that it has for the moves that all the stands have. And now let's get to the moves that's custom to this stand. So the first one that we have, I'm going to start from the bottom to the top. We have Y, which will be, what is it? Yeah, it's a reality override. So it will do damage to the people around you. It attacks multiple people around you in a short, medium radius. So it's a short radius. So everybody near you will be damaged from that. We have F, which is time skip, so you will teleport in a medium range, which is very helpful. We have Z. This one has a longer time stop than Star Platinum OVA, Oval Heaven. It's around 6 to 7 seconds. For my testing, it was around 7 seconds, but it could also be 6 seconds as well, because I cannot click stop exactly on when it stops. So it's around 6-7 seconds. So that's the time stop length. We have P. It doesn't have a custom pose, it's just random poses. T is a knife throw. You can spam these knives, especially when you're in time stop, and they do a nice amount of damage. We have H, which is my favorite move from this one, Oil Tanker. So you fly up in the air and do like 300, 500 damage. It's a very, very huge amount and very, very helpful for these fights. And then X, the X move for this one, oh yeah, your stand gets unequipped after you use the oil tank. X is knife jab, so you teleport to somebody near you, and then you throw multiple knives. And then the final one that I have is J. This one is donut, so you teleport to somebody and you do the donut attack. Okay, so that's all the moves for the World OVA Oval Heaven. So now I can show you guys the taunts for it. So we have 3 taunts for this stand. So the first taunt is, "This is the greatest high." The second one is, "You are next." And the third one is, "Ha ha 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 ha." Okay, so now let's get into the design. Let's show you guys the design of it. So it does have like some glowy thingies, like the waistband, the knee pads, and it's also a greenish color stand. So this is the design of it. It's a pretty cool design, but I personally do like Star Platinum OVA's Over Heaven's design. I'll just say SPOVA 08 or something like that. Well, I'll just say what I said earlier. Okay. So let's go ahead and equip it. Actually, I'll show you guys the stats first. It's an SS tier, and then you need the barrage length is 4.5 seconds. The stand health is 675. I think the stand health is a little bit higher because of the toughness perk. And then my standard attack damage is 32. Okay, so let me tell you guys what the toughness perk does do, or the attributes. I'm pretty sure it's called attributes. The toughness perk does allow you to raise your HP by 50%, which is a lot, but your attack damage is lowered by 10%. So just keep that in mind for that one. Okay, so now let's go to the storage room and go ahead and equip my other stand. So Star Platinum OVA Over Heaven has no attribute, at least the one I have. So it's a nice designed one. It's one of my favorite ones. This one is the highest tier in the game, which is infinite. So you can see it right there. It has infinite. Let me show you guys the design of it real quick. So it has like a white, gold, gray, and red design on it. One of my favorite looking stands in the game. It has 2 taunts. One of them is, of course, Yari Yari Daze. And the second one, let me see if I can find it. Pretty sure the second one is Your Judge Will Be My Stand. Yes, and it has a weird robotic voice because of the OVA. So that is pretty cool. I do like the little robotic voice for both of them. Though I think Star Platinum has a little bit more of a robotic voice than the World. Okay, so now let's go ahead and show you guys the stats for it. The stand attack damage is 45. The stand's health is 600. The barrage's length is 3.5 seconds. And the stand tier is infinite. I think it's infinite. That's what it's called. It is the highest tier in the game. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do attacks. It's punch. We have a punch. Oh no. So Requiem is activated. You have to test after that. Okay, come on. There we go. Now it's fixed. Okay, punch. We have this. You get to spam punches for a little bit, and then you have a cooldown. It's a pretty short cooldown, but you do have a cooldown. Then you have block, of course. Then the heavy punch, that one will yell out OVA. And then E has a nice quick barrage, but it does tons of damage. Okay, now let's get into the moves that are custom to this stand. We have Y, which is a swing kick, so you teleport to somebody near you, and then you're going to do 2 high damaging kicks that will fling the enemy on the last kick. We have F, which is a flick pellet. So this is a long-range attack. It does have a bit of a cooldown time. That's the only problem. So it's more of a close-range stand, but you do have that long-range attack, which is useful. You have Z, which is time stop. This one is a lower time stop, as I said earlier. It is around 5 seconds from my testing. It is exactly 5 seconds, pretty much. So it is a bit of a shorter time stop, but still pretty useful. We have P, it does not have a custom pose, it's still random. And then we have T, which is Star Finger. And then that's more of a medium range one, which is very helpful. And I think it ragdolls the enemy that it hits. We have H, which is Time Skip. You will teleport in a pretty nice radius. And then we have, I think that was H. Yeah, that was H. Okay, and then we have X, which is Stand Jump. So that is very, very useful for mobility. And finally, the last attack that I have is J. This is my favorite one. It's Star Beatdown. So you start slamming the enemy on the ground. You do multiple weak barrages. And then you do I think it's an uppercut. And then they go fleeing super duper far away. So you have enough time to escape, which is very, very helpful. I love the beatdown attacks on all the stands that do have beatdowns. Okay, so that's it for my comparison video between Star Platinum OVA, Over Heaven, and the World OVA, Over Heaven. So hopefully this helped you out a little bit. Once again, huge shout out to XX Deku Gamer XX12, and I'll see you guys. And also Demon Pursuer. Okay, so see you guys next time. Bye.